9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chit. What's going on, everybody in America with 3Ks? It's your boy Swole the Poet.
What's happening, boss man? How you doing, world? How you doing? It's your neighborhood hope dealer, Papa Hodge.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Suave Chocolate. I have chocolate in the building.
So suave ass nigga, man.
That was spicy right
Oh
there.
boy, he came on here. What a nigga. Nigga setting it off crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, everybody tune in today. How's everybody week, man? What's going on?
It's been good, man. Can't complain. Just been working
Yeah.
on sets and stuff like that, things of that nature.
How's that been? Been making any big connections yet? Anything like that?
Yeah, stepping stones.
Stepping Stone.
Yeah, stepping stones.
So I wanted to ask you this though before we get into the topics and everything. I know that you being, how does the whole UMG thing how has that been affecting like the TikTok side of things for you?
So it slowed down. So you know how like YouTube, people could watch your videos whenever, no matter how long they've been on YouTube, the platform, correct?
Yeah.
So with TikTok, a lot of my three top views videos all have sounds under UMG. So now those videos are not being pushed or seen because of the sound. There's no sound on it. So now it just look like.
Dang.
So I just gotta grind and get back to work. Start consistently more consistent.
So like, you think that's more of like a challenge to get back in like more of your R&B bag? I feel like now you could probably create a whole new lane and like really be the liaison and breaking
the
these
new artist.
R&B
Yeah, that's what
artists.
I've been tapping in with some of the artists. I'm like, yo, y'all need promo or like let's get this stuff out there because it's the perfect time to, because it's like the big names not on there right now. So let's get it rolling. Let's get it moving.
Especially in a time where our culture is looking for that new sound of R&B that being able to identify what that is. You know what I'm saying? So being able to get out there and find that new talent, be able to get give them that spotlight, that can be game changing right there.
Definitely,
for sure.
And I'm just happy that my top two artists aren't on the UMG side. So like Bryson Tiller and Brent Fayez, they're not on that side. So I can still like pump those videos in there.
Yeah. That's good, man. Because we were sitting there, we was having that debate last episode, and we were talking. It was kind of centered around Ice Spice and her career and the trajectory, and a lot of that. Like, how do you feel about that though, as far as like the artists involved and stuff like that? Do you think they're gonna take a hit?
Definitely. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna change how people view music or how artists market their music, because it's like, I feel like now they're gonna take it to where it's a more of a behind the scenes route, where like it's not the finished song yet, but you hear what the song is, and then by the time it's a sound, then it's like they already know it because it's behind the scenes. Right. If I was like marketing, that's what I would do.
So can you speak to I'm not gonna say you're an employee, but as you being someone who receives monetary gain from that platform, can you speak to the integrity of them, and if you believe that maybe they're in the wrong? You don't gotta get too deep because we still want you to keep your monetization. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just wondering, because everyone has this and that, but like, why not ask somebody who's close to the source?
That's a good question.
I gotta think on that. I feel like everybody has their own opinions on everything, so I can't really speak on if it's the right decision or not. But for somebody that listens to music, is an avid music listener, I feel like why not agree to the terms? But then again, it's like this is a platform that they made, and you should be glad that you even get the chance to put your music on there. So it's like both ways. I could see it both ways.
But okay, that answers part of it, but more so, I guess, so where I'm trying to go with it is like,
there's definitely going to be people that's hit from this. Like a lot of people with the music content and people that dance on there, or like there's definitely a big hit all around because go ahead.
I was about to say, so do you feel like it's a bigger hit for UMG or TikTok?
Honestly, I feel like it's a bigger hit for UMG, to be honest, because TikTok has transformed into a place where people not only go for music, but it's like a new Google in a way. Mm-hmm. People looking for recipes, for advice, for travel experiences. So it's like, I feel like TikTok's not really gonna. I think that's why they're not really making a push for the music side of it, because it's like we have all this other stuff to offer. So that's why I can see it like both ways.
And do you think that they compensate their? Do you think TikTok compensates the people that help blow that engine up adequately for them to even feel so bold and courageous
to do stuff like that?
Yeah, because to me it seems like that makes it seem like it's perfect over there on that side too. Mm-hmm. Like, well,
I'm not. I'm gonna say they're starting to. Once reels popped off and shorts popped off, and people were getting paid and like all that stuff, so TikTok had to figure out what they were gonna do with it. Mm-hmm. And they made the beta creator program or something like that, where anything over a minute long, you can start getting revenue from it, from like the RPM, the views per 1,000 views and all that. So it's slowly starting to get to where like it's YouTube, but it's nowhere as big as YouTube money. Mm-hmm.
But it's still some money though.
Yes, it's enough as long as you stay. Platforms. Yeah, as long as you stay consistent.
Pretty sure you're making more on there than Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
So hey, it's a process.
It is.
It's still
definitely
new.
Is. Yeah, it is new.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you can. Mm-hmm. And then like I know on TikTok they have certain features, like you can't even go live unless you have 1,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
And like the program is like you have to either have 100,000 views in over 30 days and 10,000 followers in order to get paid or start getting paid from your videos.
That's honestly though. That's more of like an achievable milestone though than like trying to get paid. Like, cause I know a lot of people on Instagram with 10,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Say if you had that account forever, like you got 10,000 followers, like you know what I'm saying. If you was lit where you came from, like get 10,000 followers. Oh, TikTok is an algorithm. You catch a sound early, you can go viral. You just gotta be, you just gotta get, you just gotta catch it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If you catch it and you consistently push it out, like you get viral, and then you just gotta take that moment and go. You get 10,000 followers, and then you get the views. Now you making money. Like I'm just saying, it's not easy, but I feel like it's a little bit more attainable than any other platform.
No, I feel like it is. As long as you're doing the work and you're really trying to like grind for it, like it'll happen.
So I feel like you see results quicker there with more consistency than you do on the other platforms. Like,
correct.
If you lock in 30 straight days on TikTok, you'll see a vast difference as opposed to if you lock in 30 straight days on Instagram. Like you could lock in 30 straight days on Instagram and get 2 followers.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely getting harder for like new creators and everything, because it's starting to get oversaturated with like people doing the same stuff. And like TikTok started off blowing up because people were all copying everybody else. So like once one person finds something for them, now everybody else wants to try to do it. And half the time the people that are copying blow up bigger than the people that started it. So it's like oversaturated in a way too.
Yeah, that NPC shit gotta stop with Pinky Doll. Like niggas being there, like
I be seeing her and the Spider-Man dude.
Like yo, they be killing me. Like bro, what is the fuck? Like that shit is crazy. But that's okay. This isn't an interview for Garth. I just had to pick up on that conversation the other day because I was just pondering and I was just really wondering, like, damn, because
yeah, no, that's important. That's an important conversation for today's time as well. You know, so people are in tune with that, and hearing the things that the game is changing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be hip to that news and be able to adjust.
And UMG kind of gives me that feel of like, I'm a sports guy, I'm a football guy, but like, that old school football coach that don't want to adjust with the times. He don't want to revert from the AAA.
textbook
to the air raid.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to spread the fill out. He want to keep it on his method because it's been proven to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But the air raid's taking over and everybody's doing it. The niggas is shining from it.
Mm-hmm.
They getting the recruits from it, you know. And UMG just stubborn because they own damn near everything.
No, they literally do.
Which is
artists on there that I didn't even know was artists on there. I'm scrolling through my page. I'm like, dang, this song off
they
there
the
too.
whole game,
I'm like, God dang.
It's tough, man. But look, man, have y'all been paying attention to the Grammy Awards?
I seen some of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, SZA wins her second Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
That is fire.
Heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm. She not one like outside of like just her most recent, I guess, quote unquote beauty upgrade standard, whatever. I feel like niggas like we know SZA's lit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the loop. Excuse me, but I feel like she don't be getting that shine as much as she do publicly, like on the music tip. Like clearly, maybe she do though, cause she got 2 Grammys. But do you feel what I'm saying? I don't always see it like when it comes to like the singers and they be giving her a hard time, especially about her live performance and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But hey, we love Mary, and she wasn't the greatest live performer.
True.
Hey man. No, I think you're right. I don't know. With SZA, it's kind of like it's like an unspoken, like you already know she's one of them. I feel like she's one of them artists who doesn't need to be talked about for real, because it's just when you see that name,
you know what comes with that, and you know it's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably really where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like she's mainstream and not just like the black households, the white households as well. Mm-hmm. So if we're not talking about her, I'm pretty sure the other side is talking about her.
For sure.
Because I know her concerts be sold out all the time.
I got a question though, man. A debate I heard earlier, right? And I wanted to ask you guys. So, which one is more important to you, loyalty or respect, and why?
It has to be one.
It has to be one.
What's more important to me, loyalty or respect? I feel like respect, because respect eliminates boundaries being crossed. Mm-hmm. Mm. When it's just based off loyalty, sometimes people get comfortable and exceed lines, maybe intentionally or unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like respect is synonymous with loyalty. It's like, if you have a respect for me, then I can trust to know that when it comes to an agreement or disagreement, like, shit's gonna make sense in the end. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what is loyalty without respect?
They kind of go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. I got you.
I'm piggyback off him.
Okay.
I think respect is big, because you could do something like, how could I say this? For instance, like people that cheat or whatever, they're gonna be loyal to that person, but they're not gonna respect their wishes or their boundaries or anything. So they could go out here and do whatever and then come back because they're loyal.
That's a fact.
Where respect is like, I'm gonna respect you for who you are and what you stand for, so I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
You know, and people usually lead when they say, they usually lead with respect when they're speaking about like loyal. Like, I got a respect for you, that's why I'm loyal to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't step out on this relationship because I respect you and I'm loyal to the bond that we have.
Got you. So would you guys say that respect is more common than loyalty?
No. I wouldn't say that though.
So loyalty is more common than respect, you feel?
It is.
I feel like people lead with loyalty rather than lead with respect first.
I feel like what people believe loyalty to be is more prominent than respect. And that's because they don't have respect, which is why the loyalty falls short.
Got you. So the loyalty is falling short. How do you feel like there's more of that than respect?
Because it's like, Well, I said that it's more loyalty than respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is what I said. And ask your question again.
So, like, how do you feel like if people are coming short of loyalty, that would imply that more times than not, respect overpowers loyalty.
Well, they're coming short of loyalty because there is no respect. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you meet a stranger or whatnot, a general level of respect can be present, correct?
Correct.
But that loyalty doesn't come into play until you have time, experience, and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel as though loyalty is more valued because it's rare. You can meet a stranger and have respect.
True.
You know, I can respect you from afar for what you do and all that good stuff. But loyalty, you don't find that every day. So when you find that, I feel like, you know, that's just so valuable to hold near and dear to your heart because you don't get that every day.
But
I can respect you and still cross you.
True.
Yeah.
Because you just respect them for who they are, not because, okay.
You feel me? But if I'm loyal to you, that I can cross you, but the chances of that is probably slim to none because I'm so loyal to you.
See, my challenge to that would be, I agree with that, and I do think that's very accurate. But to play devil's advocate, I would say to that, you know, there has to be multiple reoccurrences of respect to establish loyalty. So respect isn't just essentially synonymous with one occasion or one greeting. It's a mutual thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a first instant is more of like a common courtesy. Like it's courtesy. Like it's courtesy to talk to somebody, have manners, show respect. But then to have respect for someone, you have to build that. And once you build that respect, it usually can turn into a relationship that involves loyalty. Now, can those things stand alone? Sure. But in like entirety, like essentially, you can't have one without the other. Can you eat a peanut butter sandwich without jelly? Sure, you still get your protein. But you know what to do with that jelly on there.
That's a fact.
It's different. Different.
You feel me?
But it's okay. So would you rather have a peanut butter sandwich or a jelly sandwich?
Is it toasted or is it just bread?
If it's toasted, I'm going.
If it's toasted, I'm going with the jelly, nigga. You feel me? But if it's straight bread, I might go with the peanut butter.
No doubt.
That's all I got. Now, that's a good question, and it makes you think. You know what I'm saying? And I promise I'm not one of those try to be smart niggas, but this is literally just how my brain works. Like, and
I got another question then.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like do you feel like there's a such thing as right person, wrong time?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, let me ask you this. In what aspect?
Aspect as in like a relationship.
Romantically?
Like, yeah.
For sure. Because I feel as though, you know, excuse me, we all have, you know, an idea of what we would like in a significant other, whatnot. And I personally have been in situations where I've had that, and even, you know, women who have exceeded those expectations. But me being real with myself, I just wasn't ready to step up to the plate on my end. You dig what I'm saying? So what I was looking for was right there. But was it the right time in my life that I could capitalize on the opportunity? No. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I believe in the right time. Right person, wrong time.
So where's that person now then if it was right person, wrong time?
You know?
But that would mean you have to be concluding that it's his time now. See,
is there such thing?
There is no like time.
That's what I was.
Time is an entity. It's relative. Okay. So it's like right person, wrong time. Just because 2 years have passed still doesn't mean it's time. Time is time. Time could be tomorrow. Time could be 5 years from now. There is no timetable. Now, that doesn't mean that person should wait around, has to wait around. But all things that are meant to be come back around. And there is no timetable and when those things reoccur. Like, for example, like you can meet somebody and they fulfill you in every aspect, but until you can fulfill yourself without depending on someone to fill those voids you have, you are not going to be able to be in a healthy relationship. That is just common sense. And no person, no matter how good they are to you or for you, can make you get that out of you but you. Like, that's one thing I've had to learn in my relationships, being on both sides, you know, being the chased and chaser. It's like a lot of times we'll try to blame that person for us being a good person as if that's not who we're supposed to be. There's no award for that. You shouldn't make a person feel guilty for them. They're loving you how they should love you. That's how real people are. Now, maybe you haven't experienced those many situations where you can understand what real love and what real care and companionship looks like. But on the other side is you being that person that has those traits. You can't fault a person that you knew was broken before you went and made all those moves to try and put the pieces together. When you seen that they weren't ready to put the pieces together for themselves, you can't solve nobody else's puzzle.
True.
It's theirs. Now you can assist, you can help put certain pieces in play, but when it comes down to the finishing touch, it got to be their hand.
So with that being said, do you guys feel as though you only have one soulmate?
I feel like soulmate has been like marginalized down to just mean one. When soulmates are like your friends, it could expand beyond just a relationship. Like, so, like, someone as your soulmate could be someone that you might have dated when you were young. Y'all don't date now, but y'all are the best of friends. You know, you grew up like y'all are locked in, but a relationship is out of bounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are tied together. My mom cried like a baby when my dad died, and they weren't together for 20 years, but they were the best of friends. Terrible couple. Best of friends though. Who am I to tell her that wasn't one of her soulmates? The way I see that lady cry, knowing she had no romantic affection for this man, I can't sit here and be like she don't have multiple soulmates. I know that he wasn't the man that she was meant to be with in the end, because time proved that to be. But I don't know. I feel like a woman don't cry like that if that person didn't mean something to them. You know, because it hurts the soul.
I thought that. You think the same, G?
I do. Yeah, because people, like, I realize people's friendships, like, a lot of people really value friendship now. And like before it wasn't like really that popular in like high school for me. But like people would have friends and like teammates and everything, but like it would be like the relationship that's the big thing. Like people, oh, this is my John, but like growing up and realizing like your friends really like your backbone. And like people you like, that's your peers that you can talk to, other than like your parents or anybody, like a mentor or anything. You talk to your friends, look for their insight. Like, so I feel like it could be, well, one. I would say yeah. Okay. I would say yeah.
So you feel like you can only have one? Cause you just go in there.
I can feel like people can have soulmate is like soul, but I feel like people can have a lot of genuine people in their life, but that doesn't mean that they're your soulmate.
Right.
People would just be raised right and just know how to treat people.
For sure.
So yeah, just one.
I get you. So basically, you saying like, you know, just because we have a great connection doesn't mean you're my soulmate.
Yeah.
Like you're a good person, I'm a good person.
Yeah. We vibing out.
Right, for sure. So with that being said, what does a soulmate look like to you? Like what's the difference? Like how do you differentiate a soulmate and just a good energy and good vibe?
Great question. Hold on.
Take your time, play. Take your time.
Yeah. Shit, I'll hop in while he's doing that. To me, the way I differentiate that is more so like a soulmate is a connection that doesn't fade. A good bond is just something that occurs when you guys cross each other's path in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like homecoming. Oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got your relationships from college that lasts beyond graduation, lasts beyond the yard. But then you also got those relationships that it's always all love when we run into each other.
Mm-hmm.
But once we leave this yard, we not gonna speak again until we come back here again at this time next year.
Mm-hmm.
The soulmate, the connection don't fade. And with that, with the people that you have love for, you can go years without talking.
Right.
Someone that shows up like a soulmate, that's someone that you're gonna check up on. You're gonna be in tune with. You're gonna know what's going on. You're gonna check up on them, like what's up. Like if you ask me a question about how they're doing or what they up to, I have an answer for you.
And it doesn't feel forced.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
like shit, I don't know. I ain't talked to him in a minute.
I need to go hit him up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, is there do you see a difference between, let's say, your day one best friend, because essentially that's your soulmate, and then your woman? Like, is there a difference?
Absolutely.
So what is that difference for you?
That difference is more so like with your woman. That's more of like your soulmate, like your companionship. You know what I'm saying? Like your women and men complete each other. You know what I'm saying? And everyone in your life has roles. So, or depending on what your love interest is, want to be respectful to everybody. But, you know what I'm saying? Everyone has roles. Like, the love that you have for your mother isn't the same you have for your friend. Isn't the same you have for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys know me to the core, and my girl knows me beneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different level that your partner knows you on. And it's not that you confide or withhold from your friends, but that's the soul companion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the tie. That's the like meant to be. That's like pouring into each other type. It's different, and you guys also exchange an energy intimately.
So you feel as though you can have multiple soulmates, but there's different levels to what a soulmate is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I just feel like like I'm saying, like we marginalize just relationships.
Right.
And that's not it. You know what I'm saying? People like, man, I'll never find my soulmate. Standing next to the person that you've been friends with since you were 6 years old.
For sure.
Literally, you're explaining that to somebody that's known you since y'all was in diapers. Like, nigga, you got. Now, if you feel like you'll never find your true love, now that's a different conversation. Like, now that's what I'll say. I do believe there's only one true love.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
How you figure that?
Cause like that one true love, I feel like that is the one that is your ultimate like soulmate when it comes to the companionship. You know what I'm saying? Your soulmate has to be your true love, like, cause that true love is it. There's no phony in it. There's no fabrication. There's no mishaps. There's no mistakes. There's no like, or even if there is, like you're doing y'all can't get away. Like no matter what happens, no matter how far you go, travel, move, like the only thing in the way of you guys working is each other. You done dated multiple people, maybe more pretty, taller, thicker, skinnier, whatever.
Real quick, somebody in here said preach. Just keep going, brother.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you tried it. You know what I'm saying? You experienced it all. You moved away to a different state. You did it. Dated. You in a hot city. You in Atlanta. It ain't nothing but honeys. But you still want that little girl in Roanoke, Virginia. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get in, when you get in, I know you got viewers at home, so I wanted to reel them in, but I had to get it. Big city, small town. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, bro. A lot of these niggas that's artists, rappers, the ones that have successful relationships, are with the women that were there before they had anything. As a man, once you achieve the pinnacle success of financial freedom, the world is your oyster. You know what I'm saying? No matter how people want to agree or disagree, and I'm not saying it's all okay, but I'm just saying, factually speaking, that's what it is. You get cream of the crop. A bitch gonna fuck with you just because you got money. But the ones that they stick to and provide to always is the ones that was there before. Like, that's why they shits now be all artificial and it don't work. They're just all using each other.
So how do you think that you can tell what's true love and what's temporary love? Because with your ideology, my mind is like, okay, like let's say that woman back in Virginia, right? Mm-hmm. You feeling your soul that's your soulmate, that's your true love. So why even waste time dealing with other women that's not that true love?
I mean, I feel like it's the same as, touching a stove when your mother told you it was hot. Like, curiosity. Like, it just and I feel like it could be a temporary love that eventually evolves into a true love. But, it all has to involve work and commitment. That has to be the basis of it. If you don't have it, then that's not a true love. You have to make it you have to put the work in to make it a true love. It isn't just something that just is. That's excuses. Like, you my true love, girl. I'm gonna get it together, and not get it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a temporary love.
I just got you right.
Nah,
I just walked into that because you did it. Hold on.
Nah, you did it.
You said there's only one true love, and then you just said that shorty that you just touching the stove, trying to see how hot it is. That can potentially grow into true love if you put that work in. But
see, the thing is, I never said that I know who my true love is. I just said that there is just one true love.
More than one true love.
I said there's only one. My thing is, it goes through experience. You don't know unless you know. You don't know how to swim unless you get in the water.
For sure.
Is what I'm saying. So therefore, this temporary love, you don't know. Like, the thing is, I'm 28 years old. Maybe I met my true love right now. Or maybe I'll meet her later. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even edit that and try to get crazy. Had to reverse real quick. Oh, hold on. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, that's how you really feel.
They be caught up.
No, oh God, hold on. Everybody out there, no disrespect. We're gonna clear that up right now. But nah, that ain't no trap right there, nigga. Because I never said that one. I said it could possibly develop to that. You don't know until you know.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, okay, let's say you meet one.
I'm just saying all it can be is one. I'm not saying that you can't go out and try and dabble. You don't know who's gonna be the one unless you get out there and play.
But what I'm saying, I'm using your example. That one woman you met, you felt like this was your true love. That's shorty in Virginia, hypothetically. Well, hypothetically,
that is a situation, but I also said 1,000 instances before you got to that point. I also laid out that you did this, you did all these other things, you moved away, you did. So implying that you weren't just focused on that, but you reverted back to that. Now, what I didn't mention, and what I meant to say is that now she also does have to feel the same way. It has to be a cahoots thing. It can't be just like I think you're my true love, I'm coming back for you, and the last time you talked to her, she cussed you out.
So that is even further my point why I think it can be multiple true loves is because when you meet somebody who, let's just say you meet 3 women, they're your soulmate, whatever, right? Now, one of these women are going to use that time and energy that's necessary to build that true love with you. You dig what I'm saying? And that's fine and dandy. We in true love, we in love, all that good stuff. We be together for years. It don't work out. Cool.
But love isn't just a one-way street, though. It takes two to attain love, though.
So let me finish.
We're only talking from one perspective.
I get you. So let me finish.
Much you cook.
We was in love and all that. We called it true love. We truly believe this was our true love. Things didn't work out. Now, time done passed. I done did what I did. I'm having my fun. I still feel like you my true love. So I'm trying to make it work. It's not the same. You feel me? So now because it's not the same, vice versa, that energy not coming from her, I got to move on. Because that wasn't the true love.
If it was your true love, then it would have worked out. That's what I'm saying.
So that being said,
a true love is undeniable. Is what I'm saying. There is no denying it.
That's a fact. So with that being said,
if it gets denied, it's not for you. Just like what God says, if I close that door, I don't need you to walk through it.
But again, in my example, in that moment in time, me and you felt like we was in true love. We genuinely felt that. So again, because you can't really tell fact or fiction what's true love or not.
But that's in the moment, though. I understand what you're saying, but to his point, it's like where you don't even have, like, if you feel that way, that's not your true love.
What? Feel what?
Like you said, it worked out, but then you came back and it didn't work out. That's because that's not your true love.
My thing is, and also with true love.
Hold on. Wait. I gotta pose this question. Wait, so are y'all saying with your true love, you expect that to be a happily ever after story.
No.
Your true love has to go together with reality, though. That's my thing. It's not just synonymous to feelings. It's feelings in the reality of the situation.
That's what I'm saying.
You can you can feel how you want to feel all day long. You can think, thought, woulda, shoulda, coulda all you long, but what is the reality? The reality is, if it doesn't work, then it wasn't meant for you. We use that analogy for everything else in life.
For sure.
It applies to relationships again, or it's not for you at that moment.
I get you. So that just goes back to my previous question. Do you feel like true love, the only way to tell that this whatever was true love is if we lived happily ever after? Because if we don't live happily ever after,
in the end,
then it's just a moment. So,
yes, if you don't live happily ever after in the end, then that wasn't your true love. No, I agree to that.
But okay, so with that mindset, I would have to wait until we die to make sure the last day.
That's dramatic, bro. Like
that's a little.
But that's what you're saying. I don't
I'm talking about, bro.
We die to know you my true love. I know you my true love right now. That's what I'm feeling.
But when you living happily ever after, we didn't say like happily till I die. Like I said, happily.
But that's what it is.
Meaning we build a life, we go together, we in love, we romance, and we dance.
Okay, so at what point when you with your woman does she become your true love to you in your eyes?
To me, I say, all right, and let me finish this whole thing. I feel like to me at that moment when you guys say I do, you know what I'm saying? Now,
okay, no.
Wait.
Cook on.
Now,
I see it.
Up until that, yes, but this is the thing though. Your true love is not always what you may believe or think or feel it to be.
Sure.
That's why it's only one. Meaning that even when you say I do, this is supposed to be your true love.
Right.
But that's where it starts though. Like I feel like that's where it starts. And then as it goes on, time will let it tell. That's it. Only time can tell, but it doesn't have time doesn't have to end at death though. Death doesn't have to be when time gives the result. Yes, you did.
Okay. I said it had to be at death because I'm just going off of what you're saying. So I directly asked you, at what point? I need a specific point. At what point do you feel like you can look at her and say, "Okay, you're my true love"? Because you said with time, but like with that's just general. With time, bro. Again, we just said earlier, time is damn near nothing for real. You dig what I'm saying? It's merely a moment. Everything's a moment. So if I feel like you're my true love in this moment, then that's what you are. Period. If we get married, it goes to the point where I feel like you my true love, what you saying, and it don't work out. What am I just think, oh, love is done? No. I'm gonna go find somebody else.
I didn't say that. But I never said love was done.
So let me ask you this.
I never denied that could have been a real love. That just wasn't your true love, brother. That just wasn't your true love.
Hey, hold on.
That's it. Some niggas don't find their true love till they 55.
He's saying that's real love, not true love.
Hold on, man.
You gotta listen to what he said.
Somebody said, what about adding commitment and making the choice to that time? Literally.
That's like what he just said.
That comes with it.
But that's
all relationships don't fail because of cheating and disloyalty.
Right.
Some people outgrow each other. Some people.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
grow apart.
Just because that happens does not mean in that moment we didn't feel like we were each other's true love. And then let's just say
you had a real love. You didn't have a true love.
How?
That was real.
That's real love.
But the true is not. What I'm telling you, when you get your true love, that shit is not falling off, bro.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't need death to decide that, bro. Yes, you
hold on. You know why you don't know that?
Because I never been in true love, so I don't know.
Listen, people grow every day, bro. Like you just saying, bro. We could be in true love today.
In real love.
What? Hold on.
Bro.
You're missing the undeniable.
He don't want to. He trying to swing that.
So okay, real quick. I just want to make sure we clear. So y'all are saying it's considered real love because it didn't work out.
No, it's considered real love because the feelings were real and we was working through it. But
the intentions were real.
The intentions were real.
Right.
And pure, but sometimes things don't work out.
So
that's not.
Wait, hold on, wait,
bro. And it just means
real quick. I want gonna say this going forward. Let's not try to draw out these answers because I directly hold on. I directly asked them if the relationship doesn't work out. Does that mean it was just real love? And they said, well, yeah.
No, you said true.
Bruh. Nah, that's the true answer, bro.
Okay, cool.
Like, because what you're explaining is real love. You're acting
but it's real quick. So,
because you're getting away from our point.
It didn't work out. That's what I'm asking. It's real. It's considered real love because we didn't work out.
Yeah,
right,
we're talking about two different things.
Right.
Okay, so
I said there's only one true love. I never said that you couldn't have real love, the real situation, bro.
His question was like, what'd you just say?
Lily, if me and somebody are together and we feel like it's true love in that moment.
Yeah.
If we don't work out, y'all feel as though we didn't work out because it wasn't true love. So that means it was only real love.
Yes.
Cool. So with that being said, the next question that I asked was, at what point does it become true love?
Hold on, I got a question.
Like when can you make that transition?
I got a question for somebody in the chat.
Talk to me.
They said the question is, does he think it's a difference between true love and real love?
That's a good question.
Maybe that's a good question, because maybe that might be where the hiccup is.
Real love. Come on, man. They don't know about that. You feel? That's a good question. See, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say no, because the type of person I am, like, when I say that I'm
in that trap, I'm about to cook him now.
Yeah,
go ahead.
When I say that I love you, I'm calling this love. It's gonna be 100% for whoever I'm saying that for. There is no, well, this time it's gonna be like 80% love, or this time, nah. If I say I love you, that's full tilt, 100 grand slam consistently. Period. So that's on, like, and just because I feel like, let's say I meet somebody, I'm giving them 100% love, consistency, time, effort, all that good stuff, and things don't work out. Cool. If I meet somebody else after that and I feel the same way, they're gonna get 100%. If that don't work out, the next person I meet, they're gonna get 100%. And that's not to say all three of them could have been my true love. It just might have, for whatever reason, didn't work out.
So
because you were searching for real love, you never got the true love. If you had the true love, you wouldn't have to search for the real love. You see how I walked you into that, Playboy? Come on now. Come on now.
Okay, so you telling me this? So y'all telling me this?
The word undeniable.
There's differences in love. There's differences in love. So explain that difference to me.
The undeniable part is what you're missing. Like, if it does, like, undeniable means like you're gonna work it out and figure it out regardless of the situation. Like, you just, like, real love is like, to like, okay, I love you, it doesn't work out. You both have the agreement to, okay, it's not gonna work out, let's move on. That's real love. But the undeniable part about true love is that no matter what, you're still gonna work at it and figure it out.
And I can respect that 100%. You see why that's an issue with me? Because
let's really open the floor for what you really want to say.
I ain't gonna lie. It ain't no we together through anything and everything with nobody. You feel me? If you violate, you out of here. Period. It ain't, we ain't doing that.
People don't make
so
mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. For sure. But see, making a mistake and violating are two different things. You dig what I'm saying? I can do a mistake because it's just a simple conversation. Hey, I ain't mess with that. This is what I would prefer going forward. We got to understand that. Cool. But violating, I feel like, violating is when you, like, you break my loyalty. Like, you disloyal to me.
I feel like that's not love then.
It might not be. But then maybe it was love, but she changed.
What is the definition
people grow and change?
Because that's not the true love. But what is what is the definition of, like, violation then? What would that be?
Like I said, just I ain't gonna, like, being disloyal for real, breaking my trust. I'll say that.
Okay.
Breaking my trust. Like, I just can't. I can't tolerate that for nothing. Especially because I leave an open floor for communication. Like, I'm a very understanding person. Like I say, people make mistakes. Let's just talk about it. Get an understanding. Go forward. But, like, and a lot of the times when I think about what disloyalty is and breaking my trust, like, it's probably more than likely something we've already talked about. You get what I'm saying? Like,
they didn't pick it up.
Type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, again, I'm very understanding. So, like, if you, again, made a mistake, cool.
fix it.
But once we got to understand it,
Yeah.
and you still go against that,
that's not.
Definitely hate repeating myself.
I told you already. Like,
that's gonna get the tick right there.
but no, I feel like true love. Whenever someone does find it, it comes with great communication, understanding,
I love it.
seeing people for who they are, and the big one that a lot of people miss is forgiveness. I feel like that's one key ingredient because you can't move on unless you forgive and work that out.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's a big issue that I have.
That's why I asked what your definition of violation was.
For sure, I get that. Yeah, that forgiveness. That's why. Yeah, that forgiveness part, I can't do that.
Because everybody's human at the end of the day.
Somebody say, shout out to DJ Infinity. He says, define true love, though. True love doesn't technically exist. You got to choose to love that person through it all if y'all bang with each other.
That's what I was just saying. Forgiveness, communication.
That forgiveness word, boy. You hit one home with that one.
A lot of people don't think about that.
Like, and my thing is too, like what I said, like with my mom and pops, that was a real love. It wasn't a true love, but it was a real love. Cause she weep for days. You know what I'm saying? That was a real love. Beyond the relationship, they still looked out and cared for each other when it came to me, when it came to just them. But it was never like, for any of the partners they dated, no one ever felt insecure or that the relationship was threatened, that one or the other was going to go back and disrespect them by fucking with each other or doing nothing like that. And to me, that is an instance of real love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'll always have love for you. It don't mean I'm in love with you, but we built the bond. And to me, if I ever uttered the words I love you, that's eternity. You know what I'm saying? Like that, if I tell you I love you, I'm gonna always have a love for you. Doesn't mean I have to do things through love for you, though. It's just like, love is, if I ever said I loved you, then like, I mean it.
So can you piggyback off of him and define what true love is to you?
Essentially, like that word, you know what I'm saying? Like, true love is undeniable through thick and thin, like how they literally put it, but not even before marriage. Through thick and thin, for better or for worse, like through the ups and downs, and you know what I'm saying? Because no relationship is perfect. So if you're looking for perfection, then a relationship is not the thing you need to be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the only thing that's perfect in this world. But outside of that, and I feel like a true love is like something that burns deep inside your stomach. Like, I feel like it's a really internal feeling. Like, it's something that's probably indescribable. But I'm imagining it because I don't know. Maybe I'm going through it. Maybe I haven't gotten to it yet. You know what I'm saying? This is just all based off what I perceive it to be in my imagination until it gets confirmed for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, but that's why I'm confused.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
because I'm talking about that confirmation.
Because I'm just going. I'm going based off of my my O and
experience.
My O and 32 as far as that. Not in short, and I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I've had a lot of real ones. A lot of real ones.
Yeah. I just want to let you know.
But they not here.
I just want to let you know. What he described as true love, that sounds like what your parents was. But you described that as real love. Because again, your parents, they wasn't romantically into each other, nothing like that when he passed. But when he passed, your mom felt that deep feeling you were just talking about.
No, that was a real love. I didn't say stomach. She probably felt that in her heart. I said deep fire burning. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna tell me you know what she felt?
Because I asked her. What you talking about? What you mean, nigga? I said deep down in your belly, like a fire burning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a sensational. Like this shit. Your heart hurts, so you weep. You know what I'm saying? That don't. You could hurt. You could cry. You see something bad happen in the street. You don't know that person, but it hurt. You cry. It can fuck you up forever, depending on what you see.
So she had the feeling in her stomach. So she was on the toilet hurting, crying.
Nah,
that's true love.
Nah, that's true love. You got to, like
throwing up,
like you willing to goddamn catch 3 Greyhounds from North Dakota to California,
right,
to get on that doorstep and get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
And it's really and truly fulfilling those commitments and honoring them like through and through consistently on a day-to-day basis every day. You know what I'm saying? And leaving minimum room for error, but all the room for improvement.
That was a bar.
Poet.
Y'all don't steal that.
I have another Ans responded again. He said, "True love ain't ever pretty. It's gonna be disloyalty, betrayal, but you gonna find a way. Some of the best marriages got a lot of ugly, but it's the beauty that shines through." That's real.
Talk that.
He's out here dropping
Talk
knowledge
that,
today. Dropping bars.
Soulful Sunday.
But yeah, man. But back to my bar. No, but minimum effort and a lot of room for improvement is like very vital to relationships because so many people want motherfuckers to come package ready.
Yeah.
When have you ever got any toy as a kid that you appreciated that you didn't have to assemble? You know, like you always valued your Lego kits more than all your other toys because it took time to put it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to expect people to come whole is not fair. Now, to expect people to come with a divine purpose and good intent, sure, you can work on that. But no one is flawless. You have to be able to work through things. You know what I'm saying? And we need people. We are social beings. You know what I'm saying? Like we learn from each other. That's where a team.
Yeah.
I don't date anybody that I don't feel like I can learn from. Just because you're a woman, I still expect you to teach me things. I don't expect you to be my mother, no. But you're not you're not above teaching a man. Like just because he's the provider doesn't mean that he still can't give. You can't give him lessons. Like, and if he's not open to that, then maybe you should find you a new provider.
Right.
Like it's fair though, but it's a two-way street. Like I said though, brother. Like,
and effort, people. Effort is the big and key word there.
E for effort.
Come on, man.
And more times than not, too, I would like to argue that most of our failed relationships we're dragged on due to self-sabotage and ignoring signs. So it's like, we like to put a lot of the blame on the person that caused the hurt, as if we didn't identify it long before we decided to break it off.
Correct.
And you know, I guess it feels better to not take accountability that you allowed yourself to get played.
Right.
So at this point, by the time you broke it off, that person actually wasn't indeed wrong. They were actually right because you kept allowing it. You turned that wrong to a right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie, you about to make me grab my Bible,
bro. I'm just saying, like, when you really break it down, bro, it all starts with you. Like, come on, brother. Like, man, like, well, the signs was there. I brushed it off. Didn't speak up on it. It's even worse when you speak up on it and see it again and then don't stand on your word.
Yeah.
You really gonna still keep blaming them?
Come on. And that's when that wrong turned into a right. If you tell me not to wear my shoes on the carpet and I keep doing it and you let me do it, well, guess what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna keep wearing my shoes.
You feel me? Yeah.
Man. So, with that being the topic of discussion, do you guys ever think you'll find a true love? And do you think you have any real loves? Have experienced real love up until this point?
Romantically?
Romantically.
Have I experienced?
Have you experienced real love? And do you think you'll find your true love?
I do think I'll find myself a true love. Honestly, romantically, I don't think I found real love. To what you were saying, a lot of it was self-sabotage and ignoring signs just because I didn't want to be alone. And, you know, another one would be like trying to fix people. But then again, I'm not God. So therefore, that goes hand in hand with ignoring signs, trying to better them, trying to do everything for them when they're not reciprocating the energy. So yeah, I don't think I did experience real love in that aspect, but I do. I'm a hopeless romantic. I think I've seen too many examples of people like genuinely in love with each other. So I'm like, yeah, there's definitely true love out there. So for me, yeah.
For me, I definitely think it's a possibility. Now the chances of that possibility coming true, I don't know, man. Cause like you said, like I said earlier, man, like when I love hard, you know. So learning the lessons I had from my previous relationships, yeah, man. The next relationship I decide to step into is really gonna be one of them ones, you know. So somebody got to be real different to come into play. And I ain't gonna lie, what I be seeing out here ain't looking real different. So until then, you feel me? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
What about you?
I mean, I would definitely say I've definitely probably experienced a few real loves. Like, definitely encountered some solid women, but it goes back to that's why I believe in, you know, right person, maybe wrong time, or, you know, not that I say I have desires to even, you know, rekindle, but it's just like definitely had some solid relationships. Well, I wouldn't even say relationships, like dating situationships, whatever. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I had a lot of those, but it was me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I definitely do believe I will find the true love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. Like, but right now I'm doing the work that I need to do to make sure that I could be in a position to receive it.
That's a big one.
You feel me?
Come on. You know, I was just talking the other week. I'm like, you know, just on some random stuff. I'm like, 1 + 1 = 2. But if you're not one within yourself, how are we gonna get to 2? You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
If you a 0.5 and I'm a 1, that don't equal 2.
So here's my question to that. So you said you don't expect anybody to come package ready. So what does you allowing yourself to receive love look like? Since nobody comes package ready.
Me, I expect them. If it's okay to not come package ready, as long as you coming with like, what's that word? As long as you're coming with accountability, persistency, and the willingness. Like, I could work with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's it. Like, I don't. It's cool. Like, it's cool if you're not all the way in your career field yet. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if you don't got the car you want to yet. Shit, hell, it's cool if you still stay with your peoples. But it's about what your plan is and the work you're putting in to achieve the things that you telling me you want.
E for effort, people.
You know, that's what I could work with. That's what I could go in. Like, okay, cool. You might not have no car, but I see that you get up every day and you go make it happen, whether you got one or not.
Gotta work.
That shows someone with, you know what I'm saying? I can work with that. But you don't got a car and you just expect everybody to do something for you because you don't have a car. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Like, no one owes you anything.
You're right.
You got to go and go get the things that you want. And when you do that, that's when people give you things. When they see that work ethic. That's the only way you get blessed. But they say works without faith is what?
What you think?
Yeah. Come on. Can't have no faith without the work. And even God said that. You still got to put the work in. You got to meet him halfway.
Meet him halfway.
And that's it, bro. Like, and, you know, for more so, though, I feel like the package ready thing more so applies to us as men, though. Especially in this new era, this new age based off of social media, stuff like that. Thankfully, I live in the real world, so that thing doesn't necessarily affect me. But in a societal standpoint, we got to come package ready. If you don't got 6 figures, drive a nice car, can't afford the nice trips yet, can't afford the nice dates yet, you know what I'm saying? Can't afford the romantic excursions every week.
Cheesecake no more.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I said, what?
That list
You know, if you don't drive, if you don't, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have all your, you know, based in like the public's perception.
Yeah.
Now, I can sit here and tell you from my experience that there are plenty of women out there that meet a lot of men where they are that actually don't need to be meeting where they are.
True.
You can and so I don't even want to. So they know that we not just sitting here saying women just as gold. Like, no, I'm not saying that, but it's a strong. People like to act like the internet is just the internet, but these are really people's true thoughts and feelings masked through the internet.
Because
it's a safe space to be like, I'm just tweeting.
No,
but why would you tweet something that you don't feel?
Yeah.
Like you thought that you thought something that wasn't real. So your mind just playing tricks. My mind be playing tricks. Is that like come on now? Yo, it's really a song for every situation.
There is.
Oh God.
But am I making sense? Tell me if I'm not making sense.
That's a fact. And I think the issue is people thinking that social media is reality in a sense. Like, these are real people, but you gotta understand these are exaggerated,
and they're just their highlights of their life. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
They're not showing the whole.
It's so, like these are true thoughts, but you also have to understand that the person tweeting that, like a lot of times too, I'm like, I know this person in real life, and I've seen the shit that he or she put up with. Like, they just chat. Like, it's like true thoughts, but it's like you can't allow that to like motherfuckers just say shit. They might say how they like. Might really feel that way, but at the end of the day, we know what you're gonna put up with.
Right.
It ain't really shut down. You living like that. You feel me? And then too, motherfuckers just gotta be comfortable and also real with themselves. Don't go for somebody that you know has them. Everyone is entitled. First and foremost, everyone is entitled to have a standard set for themselves and what they like and what they prefer. If the shoe don't fit, why are you trying to wear it?
Yeah.
Like, why get so infatuated with the shit that motherfuckers is saying on the internet that don't apply to you?
Right.
Why would I literally get mad at motherfuckers at women talking about a nigga dropping a bag or city girl shit when I've literally had some of the most finest women at the toughest time of my life? Like, I cannot relate. I can't sit here and be fake mad. Like, it's not my experience. And I got a lot of niggas that was fucked up, and it's not their experience either, bro. Right. You feel me?
Sure.
Like, bro, like that's not the real world, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, but it sucks because it literally controls our mind and it just puts us together, which I think ultimately affects our relationships when we even get to them. Because we're moving on false ideologies and false idols. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of using like the examples of real love around you, like Mr. and Mr. Chang, your next door neighbors that been together forever. They garden every Sunday. Like, you have an example actually of what a real love looks like. You know what I'm saying? And as you get older, you have to just start being around in your awareness. And that's how I learned. I necessarily didn't have that image in my house, but there were positive things around me that I just caught. Maybe I wasn't a part of their lives, but I seen it day in and day out, and I could identify like, okay, so that's probably what a true love looks like. That's what real love looks like. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go and false these things. Like, and my thing too is like with the internet and pictures and videos, these are 30-second, 5-second moments captured.
They're probably arguing right after that.
It doesn't define reality.
Really?
Like, I could literally go and take pictures in all these nice places and with all these nice cars and create a whole facade on the internet if I want to.
Literally.
You wouldn't know what I do.
Right.
It's not hard. Like, literally. I got the resources. That don't mean shit though. Even when it comes to being like, you think everybody out here just so rich. How? Because the line at McDonald's still be long as fuck. So somebody is lying, bro.
What are you over
Like, somebody's lying. No, everybody don't eat McDonald's. Everybody too rich for that. He's be lying, bro. Like, now nobody has no hard times, but we in inflation. We can all agree it's damn near a recession and we inflation, but nobody's struggling.
Everybody up.
Everybody
taking trips to Turks and Caicos.
Come on now. Or is everybody trying to keep up?
Man,
Everybody
Why
ain't
you
up.
giving them gems like this?
Niggas
God
need
dang.
to feel it, bro.
Yeah.
And this is not no shade to, because I know some people that's really just up. They recession proof. Like they got they shit cut in stone
together.
But the vast majority is trying to keep up. When you need to just be waiting your turn. That's it. It's not Turks and Caicos. It's not going nowhere
at all. It's gonna be there.
Like, are you just going to put your pictures on the Instagram?
I guess
it's too much. It's too much internet. You could show Photoshop that. Like if that's really all you want to do to just show that you're there, or do you really want to go to Turks to enjoy the excursions of Turks?
Right.
Because to me, my funnest moments in life, for me personally, I'm speaking for me only, I don't have filmed or photographed.
That's true. Photograph.
When I'm in that moment and I'm really doing something, I'm having fun, and it's for me, bro. I don't have it. All I have is the moment and the people that was there that shared it with me. And hopefully, if I got it on camera, it's for somebody random.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I didn't record it though. Like I live in my moment, bro. You know, like shit.
I feel like that's what a lot of people have to do more. Live in the moment.
And it's okay to capture your vlogs and shit like that. I'm not saying like you can't do that's not authentic. No, that's a memory that you want to capture, but you can see when it's like authentic and it's like people trying to keep up.
Like one thing I really hate is when people are at concerts. Everybody got their phone up recording it.
But it's your favorite artist.
Yo.
I'm like, bro, do one clip or take a picture. Put your phone down and enjoy the actual concert.
I went to a 50 Cent concert last year, bro. And anybody who know me know, like, that's my guy right there. You know what I mean? I recorded one video and, like, I literally couldn't even, like, focus on the performance because I'm focused on
the video.
Yeah, like how to record a good video. Bro, I recorded that one video. I said, man, forget that. Put that phone right in my pocket, dog, and enjoyed the show. And even like now, like I'm so glad I did that because I have no memories to look back on that joint, but I can just vividly in my mind go back to that moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's the importance of living in the moment, man.
Like to me, I get it when they first walk on, really low introduction. That's about it. Or if I do record, it's probably one of the songs that like I fuck with, but it's not my shit. So while I'm just chilling, I'm vibing. I like it, but it's not my shit.
Yeah.
You know, when my shit come on, I'm locked in. That's the only time I'll get it captured. But
I ain't gonna lie. I had an important question, kind of piggybacking off that conversation we had earlier, right? So like, it's one thing to look for true love and identify what that is, right? But when you get that, what do y'all feel as though y'all as men have to bring to the table to match and upkeep that true love?
You want to answer first?
Her happiness.
Yeah, I feel like I have to bring, be her peace, of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like in security and stability, and not even just financially, but mentally and emotionally. To where she feels that even through the rough patches, like we'll see it through. You know what I'm saying? So she don't have to panic. Eliminating that panic factor, so she could just live effortlessly and flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? Without too much. They already have 1,000 things. It's hard as a black man, but you could argue it's probably 10 times harder as a black woman because they're a woman and they black. Like shit.
Damn.
So. For real. They go through things once a month that we can't even desire. Like,
right.
The only thing I want to do is create a stress. To me, that's why I'm so hell bent on while I'm not having kids right now and stuff like that, bro, because I'm trying to create a stress-free life for the one I procreate with and the one that comes from that procreation. And I don't want to have nothing less because I didn't come from that. And while I turned out fairly okay, Lord knows I got my demons.
We all do.
And I have my trauma. And it reflects through and seeps out sometimes today. And it's a very uphill battle. I know things aren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And money's not everything. But it's the only thing that can create a secure to everything else I'm trying to get. It gives room to dive into those emotions and feelings, 100%. You know what I'm saying? That's what it creates for you. You still have to put that work in emotionally and mentally, but it creates that outlet, that breathing room that the average person doesn't have in order to be invested how you need to be.
For sure.
And that's one of my desires. And, God forbid. Now, mentally, if it were to happen, I'm in a position to where I would step up to the plate. And if the person that I was doing it with, they wanted to keep it, whatever, I would just be a man and have to be, do my thing. But if I can control it, I would like to have something concrete and table for myself, especially if you're considering marriage as if this isn't a business decision as well. When you marry somebody, you accrue their debt, their credit, all that. If something tragic happens, that shit comes all down to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, and these are things that I really don't think people consider, which is why for me, when it comes to dating, this might sound cliche, but if forever is the end goal, then what are we rushing? Like, to me, it's always about having a constant line of communication.
For the people in the back, all right. I don't think they heard you in the back of the back.
This might sound cliche, but my thing is, if forever is the end goal, then why are we rushing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like more times than not, the relationships fail because you're in it with the stranger, because you didn't get to see them in all their 4 seasons.
Right.
Talk about it.
How do you know you're going to love me when I'm down?
Right.
I could be a very nasty person, abusive, mental. Might not be who I am, but it's who I am in these moments, and that's a part of me. But you just jump straight into it, and when that happens, you're like, I don't even know you. You don't. You're right.
You don't know my middle name.
Like,
barely know my favorite color.
Yeah.
We just met.
You're right.
Like, and the motherfucker be like, yo, after 3 months, you got to get in a relationship. No, you don't. It's about what works for you, and that's what people have to understand. As long as you have a constant line of communication, communication, all caps, and understanding, healthy communication, yes, so. And understanding what your situation is doesn't have to be for everybody else to understand.
Right, because it's for you.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all. Like, I have this bar in my poem, Whatever Happened to Love, that's about to drop. And my favorite line is that, love isn't Jenga. We didn't build this bond to have other hands disengage us. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I feel like a lot of time we allow other factors and shit to manipulate
what y'all got.
What the hell we need to focus on, because you got this person in your ear like, damn, he still ain't, damn, she still ain't getting put.
Right.
Man, she ain't fucking with you, or she fucking somebody else, or he cheating, or he. When no, they just have an understanding and they taking their time and they're working on each other, and they're also learning each other in their bad times, and it's actually proven that this has the pieces to be a real love that could potentially turn into a true love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to just create those boundaries and have an understanding of what it is that you're doing. Like, okay, are we doing this, and is it all right if I still go out and I have intercourse with other people? Because for some people, that's what they want. Or is it okay if I just casually date? If I were to go on a date with somebody, is that okay? Or no, I would prefer to not do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily have to put a title. It's not about titles. It's about understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what's the point of a title if the story don't match it?
Hold on, real quick. Somebody says, not just that, most aren't in agreement to what they're working towards or through. So you can communicate, but understanding is the key.
Yeah.
You got to understand. Hey. Sometimes people just listen just to listen, or just listen just to hurry up and get it. Yeah, listen to respond.
And shit. But even before I said, if Ab said it, story ain't shit if the title don't match it. Now you got an itch looking for a way to scratch it. Come on, don't let that shit go over your head. Come on, bro. That's why he's my favorite rapper. But like, it hit different, bro. Like, you gotta really like. But all these things comes from growth and going through things and actually being diligent to like put the work in. Like,
I think a lot of people forget that.
And a lot of times too, you have to understand too, especially as men, you don't need to be committed when you still have those vices and urges, whether you act on them or not. But you need to learn how to control them completely, because it's gonna get you caught up every time.
Come on.
Like, it's no need to be going against that if you ain't ready to resist that.
And with that, in order to do that, you got to have accountability.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people be scared of that A word. They be scared to look in that mirror. You feel me? They don't want to talk to that person that's in the mirror.
It's that pride.
That shit poison, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. And you know, 9 and more times than not, it's like you just gotta lock in. You feel me? And I'm not even saying that's all instances or aspects, because it might not be why a nigga's not rushing to be in a relationship because he just want to fuck bitches. That might not be his case.
Mm-hmm.
He's more so recovering from his trauma, whether it be from his childhood,
yeah,
or he could be just trying to get himself in a position to where he can have the mental space to meet you where you need him to be and love you the way you deserve to be loved.
Come on.
Question.
You know what I'm saying?
If y'all found somebody that was willing to work with you through that because they said that nobody should go through something alone, how would y'all feel about that?
I mean, that could be kind of like manipulating in a sense, because it's like you aren't the only person I have in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one is meant to go through things alone, but who's to say you're all I got? Like, my mom's here. Like, I got the bros. Like, if I need somebody to talk to, I got somebody to talk to. You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying though. Like, but you can deliver that without, because look, I've made that mistake before too. That's why I'm saying that.
Okay, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you can show that you're there for a person without making them feel boxed in. Because in a sense, you know, that could make them feel restricted or like an ultimatum. Like I'm good to you. You need to let me love you. That's low-key narcissistic. And signs of controlling, and could be signs of abuse in the future. Like, you know, so that could be overbearing. You just have to show through your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Like, for me, well, see, first and foremost, I'm a person that naturally self-reflects and naturally just works on myself. I'm just used to that. So, like, I don't really lean on other people to help me with that. So that's not, you know, my cup of tea. And then on top of that, I don't want to indirectly put my trauma and the responsibility of fixing that trauma on you, because I'm now getting used to depending on you to make that trauma feel better. You dig what I'm saying? And I've been in that situation before where I'm working on myself and she's helping me, but in them times where I'm not strong enough to do it by myself, everything goes on her shoulders. And in a sense, that's unfair, because that's such a thin line between, you know, it's okay to do that in moments because that's what she there's for, but then you can get comfortable with doing that to the point where now the fight for yourself becomes less.
And you know, and I feel like that's when you come up with the concept of who nurtures the nurturer, because it still has to be reciprocation. I have to still be able to pour into you the way that you want to pour into me for this to be effective.
Precisely.
Because at the end of the day, eventually you're going to become an empty glass, and that's when it becomes most fragile.
And that,
I don't know where this shit is coming from, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna clip from this shit.
Man.
God damn.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
But for real, like,
you might have to charge off for this one. This is exclusive.
Like, for real though, when that glass becomes empty, that's when it becomes fragile. Right. And now all that energy she's poured into you, she's starting to feel drained because she feels like it's becoming tiresome, like, because she's not seeing the results because you haven't poured that back into her.
And then with that being said, because she's pouring so much into you, she then starts pouring into herself.
Yep.
So it's like, if I really rock with you how I say I do, why would I be the reason that you stop growing?
Like, that's selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that person has to be willing to receive that initial, you don't have to go through it alone. If they're not receptive to it, you can't force it. You cannot force it. They have to be receptive, because with the with them being receptive to it, you can get the reciprocation that you deserve. You may not be looking for in the moment because you're good right now, but over time, if you don't get it, you won't be. Right. And that's just facts, and that's what you just have to look at. And these are things. Everything that I speak from is just, you know, experience, shape, perception. I don't speak on anything I haven't gone through, learned from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to just shed light to it, especially as us being black men, to show them that, you know, we can be vulnerable and open and talk about our desires and wants and being honest too. You know what I'm saying? And that's accountable. Like, that's really the first step, bro, because I don't want to have the generational curses that my family went through and shit like that. I got a lot of work to do. And, you know, shit. Just got to take that time, man. Find somebody like get somebody you get that vibe with it and kind of lock in with it and just ride that wave and do what y'all do and you know be the best versions of y'all possible. Like it hit different when you got somebody like that. You know, takes a lot of ease and peace off your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
point to the left, right, ride that way.
That's a dope memory.
2 steps to the right, ride that way. Hey, ride that way. Oh, ride that way. Damn. Yeah, man. Shit. Do we have any more comments from the viewers or questions? Y'all can call in and give y'all thoughts if y'all want at 470-412-0917.
Go to that. Make sure y'all call up, get y'all opinions. Let us hear y'all.
So do y'all think the lack of what they say, quote unquote, real R&B is the product of the representation that we see in relationships today?
Yes.
That's that one song about that.
Do y'all believe that the quote unquote real the lost art concept of real R&B is you know basically a common reflector in the product we see today in relationships with our millennials?
Yes,
for sure. Because the concept of love has decreased tremendously. Like even in the conversations today, when we talk about the expectations and stereotypes of what a relationship looks like, there's never like anything past that. That's all surface level. That's all like in us getting to know each other, what I'm looking for. But it's never when we are together, how do we get through this? How do we stay in motion? How do we keep growing? You know what I'm saying? What are we trying to achieve too? What do the goals 20 years from now look like for us? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when, like you're saying, going through thick and thin together, love songs back then, Jodeci, Cry For You.
Even before that, Lenny Williams. Cause I love
Come on.
you.
Hold on, let me take you back to the OJs.
Go ahead.
You got what I like. I got what you like.
Come on.
Forever mine. Come on, bro. When did it stop becoming cool to chase that girl down the street, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Chris Brown had me one of the goddamn what? I was ready to go to middle school.
My man said 1,000 kisses is never too much. You know what I mean? Never too much. I need more. I need you, woman.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
My man Johnny Gill said, my.
Like no, but for real, like
can I reassure you? Like,
I'm finna take this on a deeper whoop, cause like, and I feel like music is frequency. It controls the world.
Definitely.
No vibes. All niggas hear is bang 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 bang. It's just niggas don't have no balance. Like I listen to that shit too, but we had a good balance to keep you level headed.
Come on.
That music, like you know what I'm saying. Niggas don't got no game because they ain't got no game to listen to. I don't get me wrong. I fuck with Brent and Bryson and all that, but they ain't giving them no game to really go and be smooth. They giving them that toxic shit.
I will say
for a nigga that already got motion and wants not to use it in a good way.
I will say my favorite Brent Fire song is Pure. Like that could be my wedding song for real.
Yeah, what is it? Like, get him hit. Maybe we need a new wedding song because everybody keep using Yebba Heartbreak.
It's called Stay Down. What's the lyric? He says, "Oh, I see you coming, like walking. Got my heart jumping like Jordan. Play me like Spalding, do it all for me. Girl, you're the vision of what I like. And I promise I'll be yours. Tell me your joys and your problems. I'll be more than a man to you. I'll be your friend." Like that's. I wish he was on that type of time more so than the toxic Brent. But like that's my favorite Brent song.
Yeah, because like as a kid, it was teaching us how to like be young men and how to court and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not lame to buy your girl flowers and do all the romance. It's not cool. It's not lame to be romantic, bro. Like, please be romantic, bro. Like, buy your shorty some flowers, bro.
Yeah,
come on, take her out, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, do things that make her to fulfill her, bro. It's not hard.
You're right.
It's all choices. Niggas just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And affirmation. It's not hard to get words of affirmation. You know what your shorty needs. I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about the little things. You do a lot of the little things, they become big things, bro.
And start making love to these women too, man. You feel me? Get sensual. It's okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Make sure you tap into that, man.
Get a playlist.
Come on, man.
Get a playlist.
Get a couple candles going,
Role
man.
play something. You know what I'm saying?
Candle wax.
Get us some lingerie.
You feel me? What's that? Dr. Till's body oil?
Yeah.
Give me
And then when you lay it down, make a breakfast in bed. You know what I mean?
Breakfast in bed.
Hey, my man, all the tracks on here. Yes, sir.
That's it. Like it's not hard, man. Now I'm not saying bust that out for everybody because now you gonna have some shit on your hand, young man.
But see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Back in the day, bro, you could like put certain songs on and just let the song talk for you.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I could just send a shorty a song. Remember, I used to just send a song like, listen to
this. Yeah. I ain't gotta say
Come
no.
on.
This what you think of me?
Yeah.
I just like this song, though.
How you think that became our song? That's our song. I know. Like, yeah. Man, bro, like.
But I ain't gonna lie, to bring that around, that's why we gotta link with G, man, and get on this, you know, finding these new R&B artists out here, man. Cause it's so crazy. I want to say that, like, and I think we talked about this like a couple weeks ago, but like, I think we're just holding on to what the cliche R&B sounds like, that we're overlooking what the new school R&B sounds like. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of artists out there that are on that wave, but we are so busy trying to hear what old school, we overlooking it. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's definitely a lot.
And I say that too because I really fuck with Britt and Bryson and Jivion and Lucky Day and all the mainstream ones that got they steez right now. Like I fuck with it. Like I even fuck with Four Bats. The new kid. I'm coming like, you know, I can appreciate it. I can respect good music. You know what I'm saying? But it's messages. You can have a good song without a message.
Come on.
And that's all that music is now. It's just good music. We lost the message. That's where
conversation.
That's where the fall off with hip hop and R&B is coming. We're losing our message in the midst of good music.
Yeah.
Like it sounds real good. But like what you saying,
yeah,
I want to feel it.
That's why it fades.
Yeah,
that's why it fades.
It's catchy,
but then that gets old.
But it's like, is anybody like? Can we say anybody that's came out in the last 5 years? Have they dropped
like a feel?
Have they dropped everlasting music? Shit that you can hear yourself 20 years from now. Like
I could say
5 years. Yeah,
an artist that's came out in the last 5 years.
A new artist.
That's mainstream.
5 years will put us in what? 2019.
When did you don't think Hours and Hours will be one?
Hours and Hours? No, I believe that. I'm just saying.
Oh, he's asking the question.
Just literally asking the question.
Yeah.
You know what y'all think?
I think there's a couple songs out there.
I would definitely say like artists like her. And what's that one girl name that made the LMA?
But you know what it is though, bro? But this is the thing, though. It's only some of them. It won't be all of them.
Yeah, it's just
every artist that we had growing up, bro, whether they had a big career or not,
they had something.
They got something that's lasting the eternity of times. Like they first hit, they might be their only hit, but boy, did they hit. They ain't miss on that one, nigga. Like they got a song that's gonna put them up for the rest of their life, depending if they got their royalties and all their paperwork and shit together. Like.
That's a fact.
We just gotta get back to the message, man.
What's the last like feel good, like timeless album y'all can recall? And for me, it would be Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby. Yeah, album.
Let's go through the handy dandy notebook.
Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby was one of them ones.
I'm a huge Ari Lennox.
I felt like it was about 2004 again.
But I remember when I met her, bro. I was still like. She looks so regular. Like
she do.
You met her.
Like
that up late.
Bro, I almost didn't say nothing to her because I didn't think it was her. She was chilling so hard. I'm like, just chilling. Next thing, like we bump shoulders. Like I'm like, wait,
you talking about like complete outfit?
Like, are you Linux? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, hey. It's so crazy. Like when I look back at it now, like bro, she was chilling so hard it almost made a regular nigga like me felt like I had a chance. Like you know what I'm saying? Like on some shit. Like maybe. And that's the thing. Maybe if I wasn't a pussy, maybe I would have. You know what I'm saying? She might have saw the vision.
Oh hey.
But I'm like, wow. She's so sweet though. Just like her music, bro.
Complete body.
I don't even want to tell you how I would be in front of Art Lennox. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's tight. Her and Alicia Keys, I'm fanboying for them.
You listen to Cleo Soul?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I would say complete. I might get controversy for this, but what's it called? Alone at Prom or Tory Lanez drum? That was probably my last like complete.
They for obvious reasons, but they slept on that album though. That
complete
joint,
body of work,
smooth, too smooth. Come on, man. I like that. I like that.
And then he added some more songs on it, but even before he did that, like
Mike.
And that was 2021.
I might gotta go with when her dropped her album.
That first joint, the blue and orange joint.
Like, and that was 2017. But like that shit through and through to me, like
seamless.
That's one of them.
That was she was talking to me in that joint. Every kind of way.
Focus.
Woo! Bro, she snapped. Bro, she snapped, bro. It's some timeless joints.
Wait for it.
You know who I'm mad that got elite talent, but they got canceled though.
Daniel Caesar, bro.
Bro, that song he got right now, Superpowers.
I haven't heard it. Oh, he coming back?
Yeah, he dropped the album. You got
we had this. Hey man, y'all start. Come on, man.
We're gonna listen. We're gonna spin it. We're gonna spin it on the way back.
I was literally listening to it on the way up here because I forgot how good that his newest album was.
Hey man, y'all punished him enough, man.
The thing is, it was never about the talent. It was just motherfuckers was just waiting for a time to let an ugly motherfucker know they was ugly.
That man said, what he said? Then he said, I can't be canceled. What that?
I think that's what it was. But the album's called Never Enough.
I didn't even know that. When he dropped that? What year was that?
2020. Well, last year, but April.
Okay,
April last year.
I gotta tap into that. Yeah.
This is like his first album.
Word?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you saying I can trust it then? That first album, that shit. What was it? Transcending or something like that?
Yeah. Freudian.
Is a problem.
That's one of them.
Nah, this one right here.
Say no more. You on that? Yeah.
But hey man, we're getting to that time where we gotta wrap things up. We got closing remarks. Any wise words to lead the people with? Today was very open and flowing, vulnerable conversation. We toned it down a little bit for y'all. But y'all know we still got a message.
Hey man, I just want to say to y'all, man, love yourself first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you take care of yourself. You dig what I'm saying? In order to do that, you got to be able to look in the mirror and be accountable and be willing to work on the things that need to be worked on. You dig what I'm saying? And then also understand you are more than capable and having the power to do just that. You dig what I'm saying? So keep going, stay in motion, and just keep being you, baby.
All right. I would say, for me, let's stop focusing on the future and let's work on what we could do today to be better. You could have your end goal in the back of your mind, but if you focus too much on the end goal, you're never gonna get the work done today. What you need to do. So let's start being present and let's put that effort in. E for effort.
I love that. Don't focus on the house you're building. Focus on the brick by brick every day.
Foundation.
Come on.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off that, I'm gonna just leave it like this. The best way to prepare for tomorrow is to put the work in today. And that's it. Let today be the day that you get to that defines your tomorrow.
Right.
Because today could be the day that becomes your day.
Hey, you a poet or something, bro? You got away with words over there, man.
Hey, man, they do call me sort of poet around the way. Stay tuned. Whatever happened to love, dropping and coming to you soon. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, comment, like Vision Network on all platforms. It's your boy Swole the Poet. Make sure you tap in for all your black prosperity. I just dropped the brand consultation brand, Full Circle. All entrepreneurs, creators, please come tap in with the gang so I can link you with my brother and we can stay in motion. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all. Love is power and power is love, man. Kim, take us out. Choo!